Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Corey Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job. He could play it right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
What's up, pizzas? It is our final episode on the underground. We are moving to the mainstream like a phoenix from the ashes. Big news, if you haven't heard already, we have begun an affiliation with nerdreactor.com. Nerd Reactor is a extremely relevant source of news in the world of cosplay, video games, movies, TV, and the best thing about them is they are like us. They only talk truth. They're not. They serve no master but themselves, which we like. And as far as changes go to the show, not too much. So they're gonna let us be us. So if you've ever listened, clicked, liked, followed, retweeted, or commented, and helped us get to the point we are right now, we are extremely grateful. With me, as always, is the cowboy to my Indian, Aaron Carter.
Hello, everybody.
And he is the tomahawk to that Indian. His name is Steven Gutierrez.
What's up?
And we have the beautiful young squaw.
What?
The Pocahontas.
The Pocahontas, Laura Rodriguez.
Yep.
So what do you guys think of the news? You guys excited?
Think of the news?
The news.
No,
What
yes,
news?
we're excited.
Nothing. The big news
The
for
Nerd
the show?
Reactor news.
Oh.
Aaron,
I
this
Let
is
me
break
pull out
it.
my sombrero and Mexican hat and my pistols.
Wow.
Pistoles. Bang, 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 bang.
I guess I'm about that same excitement, except for I don't have a pistoles and sombreros.
Get
Ooh,
it.
black people celebrate with barbecue chicken. That's what we're
So
doing.
we got them hot lanks.
Yeah.
This is going to be our tearful goodbye. You can't see it, but we are all crying.
I'm
But
a
But
man.
why?
I don't
Why?
have
Why would?
tears.
Why would we be crying in this situation?
well, we had this
It's the
thing.
new
We were
phase.
underground, man. We didn't. We had, it was just us and our mics. But now we're with the big boys.
Well, yeah, we're bringing all those people that started from the bottom with us, and we're bringing them up to
The top.
the next level.
So can you say we started from the bottom, but now we're here?
I don't say anything like that. That's terrible. That's plagiarism. That's that.
Next week is going to be our inaugural Nerd Reactor episode, chock full of special guests, including the founder of the website, John Spartan Nguyen.
I think it's win.
Win?
Yeah, I think it's like win-win situation.
Wow.
And we just got kicked off the website because I mispronounced his name.
This episode marks the end of our next week's relationship.
That was short.
Said we have to come back to you guys, the underground now. We're back.
And we're back. We also have another special guest, Janice Davis. This is going to be a fantastic interview. We are all super, super excited for this
is
one.
an amazing woman here.
She is a superwoman.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
She is a Wonder Woman. She is a author. She is a horse enthusiast. She is a pilot, a licensed pilot. She is a top World of Warcraft player. What else are we? She's everything. So
Author.
host. So we are really looking forward to that interview next week. And there's going to be a few extra special guests that we don't want to bust out the news yet, but they're coming.
Adam Sessler.
We already did that. Been there, done that. Remember
okay.
episode 10?
Well, he was underground with us. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
underground. Props to him. Please check out on our website, www.videogamebang.com, our friend David Ing's review of The Wolf Among Us. It's a definite must listen. Or actually, it wasn't recorded. You have to
I was
read it.
going to say, they're going to record their own voices and listen to it again?
Well, it was good, too, that he did it, of all of us, because he actually follows that comic series.
Yeah, I didn't, and it probably have to go back because we reported saying, I thought it was an original story. Apparently, it is a comic book series.
Oh! Yeah.
What you
playing?
Wow.
What you playing?
You know we should dance at this part.
I do.
So everybody can see us.
What you playing? What you playing, Steven?
Right now I'm playing Pokemon X.
Pokemon X.
You don't have that? Yeah, I was about to say you don't have that soundboard up and running.
Ah, sorry.
Oh wow.
What's it-
Pikachu.
What would you play for the soundboard?
Booze?
How dare
What?
you?
What?
There's a lot of Japanese people ready to cut your neck.
Well,
The sound
wow, that's and now they're ready to cut your neck because of that.
What are you talking about?
So why X over Y?
First of all, I get a black Charizard. That's awesome.
He says
all I
YX
care
over
about.
Y, like it's a math problem or something. Black Charizard, huh?
Black Charizard. So that's all I needed to see.
Wow. That's an answer I'd expect from Aaron, honestly.
Hey, I mean, that's probably why I'm going to pick up the game.
Black
I hear there's a glitch on the
Charizard.
game though.
Yeah. that's,
Lately, isn't there a glitch?
There's a game-breaking
Or-
glitch if you save in the wrong
Oh,
place.
I heard about that, but
So don't say
I
it.
haven't
I
ran
forgot.
into that problem, I guess, because my game still
Hold
works.
on. This is a handheld game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do they do updates for
They
handheld
have-
games? Oh my
Mm.
gosh.
Yes, they have.
Why are we
updates.
accepting this as the
What?
norm now?
That's a good question.
We'll discuss that later, but okay, continuing what you're playing.
So you got Pokemon X. Are you playing anything else, or has that consumed your life?
Well, before I bought it, I was playing the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker remake. Finally got to open it and play it on the Wii U. That's right, I said it. Wii U. I bought it.
Now,
Yeah.
where's that sound?
Say
Exactly.
anything.
Now
Here,
you
one,
just-
2, 3.
That's-
Me, Aaron.
That's
Laura.
why I
Boo.
bought it. sis.
I didn't say anything. Don't bring me down into this.
Wow.
Ouch.
See? So, would you play that, Laura?
Yes, I will.
See?
First
Not
of
a
all,
bad game.
Laura hasn't played the Wind Waker before, correct?
No.
All right then.
I never
But
got
I
to
would.
finish it.
Oh, see, but you played it a little bit.
Okay, and it was awesome. That's why.
The little bit you've played is pretty much the
Wait,
whole game.
you have something against it?
I have something against rehashes,
Oh.
Reboot.
and then they just put HD on it and say, "Hey, here's another $50 game for, HD version."
Okay,
So
Aaron.
it's
actually
Any
49.
game that Aaron would approve of a remake?
Perfect Dark.
That shit.
Didn't they already
sucks.
do that?
Yeah, and that's
You
why I bought it.
purchased it.
But
Okay.
see, I didn't buy it at $50.
Okay.
Yeah, there
Agree
you
to
go.
disagree.
There you go.
You bought it at
We need boxing gloves up in
43.
here now.
Is that
Wow.
what it is?
No, I bought it at I don't know. It was like I think $15 on Xbox Live.
Laura, what you playing?
What you playing, Laura?
GTA 5. A little bit of Dark Souls, but I kind of rage on that because it's a little hard, a little difficult. So, but I'm playing GTA 5 right now. There's-
GTA 5, Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And she's hard.
Have
Gross.
any of you guys went to the movie theater in GTA 5 by any chance?
Yeah,
I have.
Have
I
you
have
Can you
not.
watched?
talk any quieter?
Have you watched any movies?
sat through the whole thing.
Yeah.
I
A little
watched the
bit.
French one.
Yeah, the French and Spanish
Uh
one.
huh. Did you?
What
Anything?
I think we need to watch it as a group.
is that?
No.
Was there something like that we need to
No.
know in the translation or something?
No, I was just.
Oh,
wondering if
okay. I thought you were
watched
like
it,
some
what you-
secret or something.
No,
You
what
get
you
$1
thought
billion
about it.
when you finish all the movies.
It was boring. I
Yeah,
thought there
it
was going
pretty
to be
boring. I
achievement
think you need to be in a group and where we could all laugh at it,
and
Yeah.
heckle it and stuff like
heckle
that.
it.
They're just kind of a little odd.
We are extremely hilarious. Aaron, what you playing?
I mean, what am I not playing now? I'm playing just Grand Theft Auto Online. That's about it right now.
Me too. Anything
Wow.
awesome happen for you?
I don't know. I mean, I got my high class apartment, and I'm just waiting on, more missions, pretty much
Would you say it's a deluxe apartment
in the sky.
in the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have moved on up.
Finally got a
me and
piece of
Wheezy.
the pie.
Me and Wheezy. But they said I thought I read somewhere that they're coming. They're on the way.
Yeah, and also that leads into our first news story. Oh, we don't have any sound effects for news stories. So our first news story is GTA 5 stimulus package.
Oh yeah,
It's about time we get our reparations.
yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it
How dare you.
5,000?
It's not a mule and 40 acres. That's all I don't care about.
But so are you going to give me your $500,000?
I wouldn't give you a red cent.
Wow.
But I'm going to take this and I'm going to invest it into weapons and
And prostitutes.
and
Is that-
most
is that what
likely
you're gonna do?
I'm going to make it rain in the strip club.
Wow.
And
This is what you're going to do with your stimulus package.
it's my stimulus
We're going to put
package.
some girl through college.
Exactly. I think of it as helping the community.
Right.
Wow.
Thank you.
That
What
would
are you
be
doing
awesome
with
if
yours?
You see that one
You're not
stripper
gonna
like
invest in
in a
it.
week later in the game in a business
She's
suit
a doctor. She's patching you up.
on a billboard. She's
You're
now a real
probably
estate
going to
agent.
see her walking across the street as you hit her with your car or something like that.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's what I'm waiting on to get my apartment.
Is that enough, though? You think that? Because I lost my character. Is that enough?
What else do you want?
You were able
I
to
don't
get.
know.
You didn't lose your money. You didn't lose.
That's true. But other people have lost more.
I'd be happy with 500,000. You can buy anything in the game with 500,000. Actually, yeah,
Can
it's
you buy
kind of
happiness?
no.
All right then. All right then.
Oh, I mean, we had to go there. I'm plenty happy. I don't need a mule. That would be awesome, and I know they can do it if they just import a little Red Dead Redemption.
The zebra donkey.
Yeah, the zebra
Zonky.
donkey.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, give us our mule. We're not happy until we get our mule.
Wow. Moving right along here.
The new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. Steven, what did you think?
I'm excited actually.
Mm.
I know, Aaron. We talked about it, and you're the devil.
Wow, how dare you, sir?
But I'm excited. I know it's all pre. I guess what did you say, alpha type of?
Yeah, it just
thing,
said
right?
in construction pretty much.
Yeah.
Or
So I mean, I
production.
know it's a little bit rusty, but I'm excited. It's overdue for the game, and I think it's going to be really good. And Square Enix has its fans, and I think Kingdom Hearts and just Disney in general.
Could you?
It's
It
gonna
looked
be
like
good.
the same move he was doing, I guess, in both little clips, or they showed him in the train fighting. I don't know what it was. That
It was
magic
it looked like
mountain or something.
the Titan from Hercules, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something.
I haven't played like one of the console versions of Kingdom Hearts. I did play the GBA version. The what was it? 1.2, 1.5 or something like that. It was like
just
a
rechain memories or something. Like
yeah,
that.
and it was very fun. Had a ball with that one, but I don't know.
You had a ball, huh?
Yeah, I had a ball.
Wow.
A Disney ball.
You're showing your age, sir.
Yeah, wow, how dare you, sir?
I have yet to see that. I'm just excited that the game's finally going to be on a console I own. I've really always had this weird desire to play Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. It just seems awesome.
Same with me.
Being Mickey Mouse and
But
hitting
it's
things
a
with
story-driven game, kind of as well, right?
Yeah, it's
So,
it's
what do you
very
think?
story-driven.
Are you not worried about the previous, 3 games before it?
No.
Really? You're just gonna hop right into it?
I'm just
huh?
going to jump right into it.
You know what? A lot of it too. They fill you in with some of the background stuff, and I mean they have its references that you might be kind of confused, but they do like the overall story. They kind of like go back and tell you.
AKA, you're gonna get a 40-minute cutscene right when you press start.
That's fine with me.
Wow.
Everything I've heard about it, I mean, it sounds like a super interesting storyline. It's a, like you said, it's a cult classic.
I wouldn't say
it's-
cult
it's
classic.
Well, it's
It was
not
a
a
big
pop
title.
game. It's not a huge popular game. It's
Yeah,
really
it
popular
was.
to the hardcores.
Oh wow. I don't know who you're.
I think
It's not
I
a
would say-
GTA, is what I'm saying.
I would say
Well,
the
nothing's a
hardcore
GTA.
RPG,
You're putting it
or
on-
even a Halo or
Oh,
a Gears of War. I mean,
Wow. Those are just for the rage gamers, I guess. That like to shoot stuff.
yeah, and that's good that it's coming out on the both consoles. I don't think that's been stressed enough that it's coming out on all.
That's
of
a shocking. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a surprise. I think.
I think that pissed Sony off.
Yeah, it probably did. I would not doubt it one bit, just because I was one of their. And I think the first 2 games had the Sony logo on the boxes, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
I think you're right.
So yeah, it's pretty shocking. So I know when I heard the news, I was pretty shocked.
Xbox is trying to make that move.
They're also getting the new Final Fantasy.
Well, that's not big news anymore now because
Well,
Xbox is getting them.
Aren't quite a few of the Final Fantasies, weren't they PlayStation exclusive?
They were synonymous with the PS2
In the
and-
beginning,
and the
but
PS1.
Now it's kind of like it's kind of shed that skin.
Yeah, because you can be like, in the beginning, it was Nintendo. It was all Nintendo. Final Fantasy.
You're writing the gaming Bible right now.
Yeah.
In the beginning, there was Nintendo.
And then
And it was good.
Moved to the PS1, and it was just stayed for PS. I think people have it, synonymous with the PlayStations because it was on the PS1 and 2
Yeah.
for the longest. The big ones. So.
I'm gonna buy both of them just to spite the hardcore PS fanboys, just like they would probably do to me if Halo came out
on the PlayStation. Wow!
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy it and just look at it
and just have it shrink wrapped still in your closet or
Because
something.
before PlayStation, people have been holding that over my head. Oh, we got Kingdom Hearts and
Kingdom Hearts, I think, was the biggest exclusive for the PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
For a while, yeah.
Yep. So moving right along, we have the Steam controller. Now this thing, it's a little bit older of a story, and we're just hitting it now because we're not very big PC gamers, but it's picking up some steam.
Terrible.
That is.
You're welcome.
pretty awful.
You're welcome. So
Where's the soundboard?
Yeah.
I know when you need
I mean,
it.
help me out. I'm just a guy in a $5,000 suit. So the Steam controller, I don't know. I'm not sold on it, but it's cool that you can map both of those little thumb pads. Did you guys?
So
see
it
that?
looks like it's two thumb pads. Were there any buttons?
There's buttons in the middle, and apparently, from what I've heard, like 30 buttons on the back.
So no joysticks. First
Nope.
controller with no joysticks
Whoa.
in the new
It's all-
age, I
it's all
guess.
touch, right?
It's all like
It's
Philly.
going back to.
So it's my cell phone touchscreen.
Well,
It's kind of like
yeah.
that. That's what I originally thought. You know, when you're supposed to play like a game on your phone, and your thumbs are supposed to be like the joysticks, and by the end of the game, my thumb is like off the.
Right,
Phone, it's sliding all over the
It's
place.
kind of uncomfortable. So I don't know. Like I seen the design, it looked like it had grooves and like divots for your, I guess, grip.
Yeah.
But it, I don't know. I don't. It's kind of like a retro look, like an old Sega Genesis.
It does look
controller. Like
old
it's-
Sega, yeah.
What they were doing, I saw a couple demos. In the first part, they were playing Portal, where both of the thumb parts acted just like a console. So one was looking around, one was actually moving. And then I saw them actually use it for an RTS.
For a mouse, right?
Yeah, and so they
Yeah.
had the right one mapped as like a mouse, and then the left one was moving the camera for the RTS, and he was flying through it. So
Well, he's had practice.
I was going to say, there's
yeah.
got to be a learning curve, but it looks like it can be effective.
I don't know.
But-
I think they would have to make it kind of bulkier. Like I don't know, because nowadays controllers, it's like perfect because they fit like perfectly in your hand, and that thing just looks too tiny.
It does look small.
Laura, you have small hands.
Oh,
Wow.
let's go to our small hand expert.
But
Yeah.
I can actually work an Xbox 360 controller.
Yes, you can.
I don't know though, because we've all played the game. Is the GameCube the smallest controller?
I
No.
would say like the original Nintendo.
Yeah. Have you
yeah.
ever played with
The
that
original
little small
Nintendo.
square? It's like your phone. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, okay,
The
yeah,
NES?
obviously. But I mean, like in the recent history when we're using thumbsticks, is it the
Oh.
smallest thumbstick?
Yeah,
controller?
most likely it
I think
is
so,
because
yeah.
the N64 one
Was
with the thumbstick was
gigantic.
giant. Yeah, it was huge.
And
And, then,
then-
like your hands, like you have to like put it in position
Yeah.
awkwardly. Yeah.
So and the Xbox Duke was probably the biggest one.
The
You talking about
original,
that
yeah,
big fat bastard.
that was
Jack?
fun though. I like that one
I
though.
hated
I loved that controller.
Yeah, that was a good controller.
I went when I first tried the Xbox, the original Xbox. I went into a Virgin Records, I think it was. Yeah, that's how long ago this was.
Let's put
Yeah.
records after
So he
Yeah.
entered a Virgin.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
let's put,
it is Virgin,
let's put records
and,
after that.
I put my hands all over it, and it
Wow.
was,
Where's this story going? Good lord!
it was too big.
Yeah.
All right, so that
I'm
story
fanning myself
that
right now.
story took a left real quick.
It's all right, Laura. You'll get it later.
They made
Yeah, I guess you could say this story got a little steamy.
Oh wow! Let's move right along.
All right. The next story we have on the docket, as I like to call it, possible Star Wars titles have been leaked. This is via Nerd Reactor, by the way, who we will be joining next week.
Yes.
Awesome.
Excited.
Looks like the working titles that are rumored are Return of the Sith or Rise of the Jedi.
Well, let's see. Either game could be either the Return of the Sith, like they come back, or the Rise of the Jedi, which means there'll just be more Jedi. That's about all we know pretty much about these games.
Yeah. Well, these are the movie titles.
Oh, the movie titles. Well, then, yeah. I mean,
Of the
Oh.
first movie or possibly sequels?
This Disney one, the episode
No,
7.
I'm saying like, because you know how they're going to do 3 more, supposedly.
Oh, yeah.
Is this like the first one's going to be Rise of the Sith and then...
our
or
Return of
Rise
the Sith.
It could
Return
be
of the
none of
Sith.
these. These are just complete like leaked stuff that I guess someone who was originally working on it kind of threw out there that before I think the Disney acquisition, these were floating around.
Just bring back Sam Jackson. That's all I care about.
They're not going to do that.
I don't know if they can.
You say, I'm back, motherfucker.
Wow.
Shooting people in the face.
I think that's the first time an F-bomb has been dropped on the show.
Oh.
We don't have
were
the
talking about
soundboard.
virgins, and I think I just
Wow.
He said
Yeah,
everything just
popped
everything
out.
just slipped.
Well, this is our last one on the underground, so I guess get it out of your system.
Right? Just
Wow, now you had to start Tourette's up in here.
No.
No. I will promise to go back and edit that one out. Let's see. Okay.
Well, those movies, I hope they're good, and I hope they actually do off the expanded universe, because that's the one that I actually was more interested in than the older ones. Like, I like the stories about the Luke and Leia's, or not Luke and Leia's, wow, that would have been gross. Han and Leia's kids, right? They had twins,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather hear more about the future stuff, and then maybe see a cameo by Mark Hamill,
I think their
come
kids'
in.
names were Jaden and Willow.
That sounds about right to me.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
Yeah. Might as well throw those names out there because they're probably going to be in the movie.
Speaking of casting, too, I heard this rumor. It's not on your notes, so I'm sorry to pull this out of left field.
Wow.
But the front runners to play Ant-Man are Joseph Gordon-Levitt and the guy who's from Anchorman.
Ron Burgundy?
No. Yeah, Will Ferrell.
A.K.A. Will Ferrell?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Oh.
Paul Rudd. And those are actually two very
Those are good choices.
candidates. Yeah. Gordon Levy Oso.
Isn't it Levitt?
He whatever his name is. I may slaughter his name, but I truly believe he is going to be one of the next big superstars.
First of all, we all knew that from Third Rock.
I never watched
come on.
Third Rock.
Son, that was
I never watched
brilliant.
Third Rock.
What?
Grow the hair
Oh my
back,
goodness.
Joseph. If you're listening, grow it back.
But what I've seen him work in so far, and like the different roles he's played in, 500 Days of Summer, the Batman
he's
movie.
versatile.
You've seen all that?
He's good. Yeah,
You watched 500 Days of
That's
Summer.
actually a really good movie.
He's a good actor.
Is that the one with Zoe,
Yeah.
Dacian
Dave
Nassel.
Chappelle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we just slaughtered so many.
We got Zoe, Dave Chappelle.
Jordan Levy.
Jordan
You know what's
Debbie
horrible
Newsom.
is I can see them two fused now. Like, it's horrible. It's like one of those Steve Buscemi pictures.
Oh my god, the Steve Buscemi
Everybody-
eyes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
That's gross.
Man.
But I think he's good. Paul Rudd is a very good actor, and he's always been a good actor. I haven't seen him in one thing that I
That you
haven't
didn't
liked.
like.
Yeah, that I didn't like.
If I had to say, though, casting for Ant-Man specifically, I think Paul Rudd I'd give the edge to, just for age and maturity, because...
Maturity? What do you mean maturity?
Well, okay.
By
Not,
age.
I just mean like age, basically. So
Okay, because I was say Paul Rudd has never played a mature character.
Pym's-
Well, he has, but you know.
Pym seems to me like he's a little bit older than Levitt.
He's got the like wise old.
Yeah, a little bit more. I could see him more as... But Levy would probably be more like action.
I would
Based.
probably say get those two, like regardless of who plays what, get them two to play a character because they're just good actors in general. So you can probably just
Have them
use
play a
Paul
Marvel?
Rudd, yeah. So you can have Paul Rudd, be Ant-Man, and then just have Joseph Gordon-Levitt play another character.
Doctor Strange.
No, wow. That's really stretching.
Actually, who would be a good Doctor Strange?
Who's out there that looks old enough like that?
Has Taken done a Marvel movie yet?
Liam Neeson?
Liam
Liam
Neeson
Neeson.
could be a good Doctor Strange. Yeah, I could see that. Do it,
Given
Marvel.
a certain set of skills.
Yeah, and
It's called Magic. Bam! Thunderblast.
So this is already a go though. They're planning on the Ant-Man.
Yeah, it looks like Ant-Man's gonna happen. They released a little trailer, I believe, at Comic-Con that was like a little
It
demo.
was just
I
an
guess.
ant walking across the screen.
Picking up a leaf.
Yeah.
Walking around.
You all wanted him,
That was a Bug's Life. I think you were watching a
and
Bug's Life.
now he's here.
On a side note, from your side note, did you hear about forget his name? I think it's like Aaron something.
Aaron Carter.
Aaron
from
Burr?
Kick-Ass. The kid who played Kick-Ass is supposed to
Oh.
play Quicksilver. Supposedly
in the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
That's the
Whoa.
rumor, yeah.
Oh.
Side note on your side note about a side note. I thought he wasn't even going to be in, like, Quicksilver wasn't even going to be mentioned in the Avengers since they're going on Ultron.
I don't. I heard that Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were getting brought in before I heard about the Ultron stuff, which is weird because Marvel Studios doesn't have the X-Men, who doesn't have
Yeah,
Magneto.
that's the only reason why I was like, when you told me that, when Steven told me that, I was like, because doesn't Fox have
Fox, I believe, has
have the X-Men?
Yeah, has X-Men. Has
that
X-Men.
whole universe, and like that's Quicksilver. He's Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and Magneto's son. And like, how did they get that?
But I think
Maybe
it
there's a
wasn't.
deal in the works.
I thought Scarlet Witch was like an original or one of the original Avengers.
I couldn't even. The only person I can probably even ask is David.
David Ing, if you are
David
listening,
Ing, yeah.
fan of the show, we owe him.
He's probably right now. Yes, guys.
He's answered all our
Scarlet Witch
questions without me.
was actually the
Guys.
founder of the Avengers on the under.
Know it all.
All right, so the next story we have here, before we go to break, rapper Daz Dillinger.
Dillinger. Oh, wow. Now, see,
I figured
that's
we were
a-
butching names.
Yeah. Oh no.
I did that on
we don't,
purpose.
we
That
don't need
was
to butcher.
totally on
We do not need to butcher his
Dicklinger,
name.
yeah.
He also goes by the name of Dat Ninja Dad. Aaron,
Aaron, you're gonna have to say this.
Aaron, I need your
because-
help.
What is his other's name? Wow. I just go with Daz Dillinger. He knows what his other name is. He knows what I'm not gonna stoop to his level. I love your music, by the way.
Yeah, he isn't too happy about Grand Theft Auto 5 because, according to TMZ, he wants all unsold versions of the game to be recalled and destroyed.
He is stretching. Like Daz Dillinger, I'm actually a fan of his music, but if he thinks that's gonna happen, he's crazy.
He claims that Rockstar Games has stolen his beats, particularly on his song "Nothing But a Cavi" hit.
Yeah, he's crazy if he thinks that's gonna happen. They're probably gonna pay him a little money, get him out of the way, because they made a ton of cash, right?
Well, have you actually listened to that song, Mr. Superfan?
On the game?
No, the song "Nothing But a Cavi" hit.
No, I don't think I actually have. And
I've
you know what?
never
even heard of that
before.
I maybe have listened to it. I just didn't know the name of it.
I listened to the beat of it, and it does sound a lot like the intro song, the song you're listening to at the beginning, like during the load screen.
I don't even know what that song is because I kind of just tune out whenever I'm waiting on that game to start up. That's for real.
Well, we have to listen to it for like 8 minutes before the game starts up.
That issue is a long loading time.
It is a long loading time. Yeah, but he doesn't just want them recalled. He wants them all destroyed.
So what is he gonna like? If they say they do that, are they just gonna sit in front of a landfill with him standing there? Yeah, I want them all destroyed. Put them all in there.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
watching
them
you.
right there. That pile.
I see you putting that in your pocket. Throw it in there.
Truly, I've never even heard of this guy. So is he even famous enough to get
Dog pound.
anything?
Yeah.
He's part of the dog
Yeah, I
pound.
think
It was
so.
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Aaron, what rhymes with Snoop?
Snoopzilla?
Dr. Dre.
Dang it, you got it.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. And
He was
you're
supposed to
a
say.
fool.
Really? You're just gonna butcher that too, huh?
Our ex-president did. Why can't I?
So we are going to break here in a moment's time. We are going to come back with an interview from a world famous vlogger. He is our brother to the east. He's from Scotland.
What?
Yeah,
Put it that way.
He's like, where's Scotland again?
Yeah.
Northeastern. This is our first international
This is
interview, right?
international? Oh, wow.
Scott.
All right, we're going to have to keep
Really?
this one quick because am I paying for international Skype minutes
Yes,
here?
you are. Yes, you
Wow.
are.
His name is Scott Tumilty.
That's
Tumble-
Scott Bakula?
No,
Ah.
Tumilty. I'm sorry. And where he is at, it is like 3 a.m. So we are going to try not to anger him. But it's going to be good. He is known for getting very drunk and playing video games. And he also plays retro games under Geek and Sundry. So stay tuned after the break for more Video Game Bang. What's up, pizzas? This is Corey
And Aaron.
and
Steven.
Laura.
And we want to let you know that starting next week, you can catch our show on www.nerdreactor.com.
What is that website one more time?
That is www.nerdreactor.com.
For the people in the back.
www.nerdreactor.com.
Just because we can't stand not listening to your voice, say it one more time.
www.nerdreactor.com. And we got some special guests. We got Janice Davis on the first episode. We got our new boss, John Spartan. Win.
It's a win-win
It's
situation.
a win-win situation. And then we're going to have much more specialties. We're going to be giveaways. It's going to be a function. Can I say that, Aaron?
I'll allow it.
All right. You heard he allowed it. So check us out next week on www.nerdreactor.com. I'm Corey.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Steven.
And I'm Laura.
And we will see you on nerdreactor.com next week. All right, and welcome back. We are ready for our interview with Mr. Scott. Oh man, I'm going to butcher your name, brother. How do I say it?
It's Tumilty. You're not the first. You're not the last.
Okay, Mr. Scott Tumilty. You can see him. He is a part of the Geek and Sundry network on YouTube. He is a vlogger, a old school and terrible game connoisseur. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
So we have been looking at your videos. Very funny, man. You got this alliance with Geek and Sundry. Tell us, how did that come about?
That was part of a vlogger search they did earlier in the year. Geek and Sundry, of course, is Felicia Day's network, and they do a bunch of shows like Spellslingers, and it came from the Guild, which is kind of how I got into the stuff that they do anyway. And they launched some vloggers, some really great ones, and that was all well and good, and I watched those. And then they had this vlogger search, and I kind of entered something just thinking, nothing will come of it, but why not? What the hell? And then something did come of it, which was kind of a shock. It was kind of like getting elected and then thinking, what the hell do you do now?
Exactly. So what did you do? So you're with them. What kind of perks comes around with the Geek and Sundry network?
Well, first of all, you get that kind of push from being, part of Geek and Sundry. If you're part of that kind of network, there's a name there, so more people are going to watch you. They did send me some very sweet magic cards, actually.
Magic cards? What?
Uh-oh.
I know. It's
This is Corey's.
fun.
So were you a fan of Magic the Gathering before? Or?
No, I'm actually just starting to get into it. They have a show, Spellslingers, that I kind of watched. Magic the Gathering was always on the list of things to try. I'd done old school gaming. I used to play Warhammer 40,000 when I was younger. Done karate, video editing, a failed attempt at skateboarding. So, it was on the list of things to try. And I just thought, when I saw the show, I thought, right, just buy a deck or, download Jewels of the Planewalkers and just go for it. And when they heard, they just said, we've got some cards, we'll send you them. I'm like, what, really?
Free
all right.
stuff.
I know.
Perks of being a
sent me-
geek. It's awesome.
And they sent me badges as well. It was amazing.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you know what? I think I saw you tweet those. So speaking of which, have you gotten to... So does Felicia give you feedback on the shows, or have you gotten to interact with her very much?
I haven't yet. I actually challenged her as part of the vlogger search because I thought, right, I wasn't getting too many votes, and I don't know how the votes were kind of weighed, but it didn't really matter. I was just in it for the fun. And I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll just challenge her straight up to a kind of retro game showdown, and she's never got back to me. Absolutely gutted.
Seeing your karate gear and just hearing your voice, the mystique that the Scottish have from America is like, I feel like you'd just bar fight me to death. So I could see why she might hesitate to accept the challenge. That's intimidating.
I've never thought of myself as intimidating before. Thank you.
Well, we're just we're stupid Americans that are afraid of everything outside of our country.
Oh, Scotland. It's weird. It's a very aggressively friendly country. Everyone's really, really friendly, but like right to your face.
It's the opposite here. We're really, really nice to people's face, but then when we go home, we're really mean. So tell us more. You would get hammered, and that's how you started. You'd get super drunk and just play terrible games with your brother.
Yeah, that's how it started. Me and my brother have a kind of tradition. Any kind of gift-giving occasion like Christmas or birthdays, we have a good game for each other. We look something maybe kind of rare, kind of good, something critically acclaimed, and something really, really terrible. I've bought him Mary-Kate and Ashley games. He's bought me Shaq Fu. I've bought him Shaq Fu.
Hold on. Shaq Fu was a classic.
I disagree.
It was classically terrible.
Good for you. A lot of people bend to Aaron's will, but you just stuck it right in his face.
Well, I purchased that game. That's only why I'm...
I disagree, and I think the world would agree with me.
Aaron also really sticks to Michael Jackson's Moonwalker as well.
An amazing
that game was awesome.
Thank
How
you.
dare you. I actually played that one, too.
I've got the Master System version of that somewhere in the house, actually, and I played that to death when I was a kid, so I was a huge Michael Jackson fan growing up as well, so that helped.
So,
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, I'm still here. It's just we had this big stockpile of bad games, and I thought, right, I need to play them, but there's no way I'm doing it sober. So just for a laugh, I thought I'll film myself getting drunk and playing them because what can't be enhanced by alcohol?
Everything is enhanced by alcohol.
But yeah, I started that about January this year, and if you told me 6 months ago that I'd be doing stuff for Geek and Sundry, after 6 months, I would have, well, I'd have been drunk, so I'd have probably laughed and then felt fallen over, but I wouldn't have believed you, you know.
So you do. You are a student of the martial arts. You said you do karate. Which form do you do?
It's a form called Shotobudo. It's kind of an offshoot of Shotokan as well.
Oh, one of the
But it's
deadly
quite-
arts.
Yeah, it's kind of adaptive in the sense that, you know, there's that kind of karate base, there's all the kata, there's all the different moves and all the rest of it. But if we see something fun or something interesting, we'll kind of go, oh, let's have a shot at that. I actually took a break for 6 years. I did it as a kid, got up to about when I was 18, and then kind of got sick and went to university and discovered women and alcohol in that order, and kind of took a 6 year break. And then after graduating and getting a kind of proper 9 to 5 job, I had the time to go back. So, and when I left, they were starting doing kind of ground wrestling, kind of groundwork, that kind of thing that you maybe see in MMA.
Yeah, it's like
And
a
just-
jujitsu.
Yeah, and just the leap in that kind of stuff that we brought in the 6 years I've been away was absolutely amazing. So, kind of a catch up, kind of a culture shock, but you know, it's quite adaptive. I think they take it from a self defense kind of perspective.
Are you
So-
a fan of mixed martial arts and tie it back to gaming, mixed martial arts games?
Believe it or not, I like watching it when it's on, but I've never got into the habit of really following it. I've been to a few cage fighting events, not any UFC stuff. I don't know if they've actually made it over to Scotland yet. There's been a couple of Cage Warriors events I actually really enjoyed. So if I'm there and I'm watching it, I can kind of watch it and go, or I can see what's going on there. But at the same point, I don't actually watch TV. I do like watch catch-up TV and box sets, but I don't have cable, so it's not on for me to watch. So it's kind of like making videos and Magic the Gathering, skateboarding. It's on the list, and I will get to it one day.
So you play terrible games, you play retro games. What, in your opinion, is the worst game? What's the best of the worst games? Which one should we be going back to go try?
The best of the worst games. I think RoboCop for the Xbox is a really terrible game, especially if you're a fan of the film, which, you know, who isn't, obviously.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's freaking RoboCop. But it's by the same people who made the really infamous Superman 64. And while I'd like to say it's better than Superman 64, that's like comparing STDs. Nobody really wins. And it's ineptly made, it's awful, and it doesn't fit with the actual tone of the movies. You know, you've got RoboCop going like, criminals like you make my day, after he shot someone. You're just like, did RoboCop just admit he likes shooting people? 'Cause that's kind of at odds. That just paints him as a standard psychopath. There's a bit where you fight a giant rat.
Wow.
Giant rat.
Yeah,
They
which-
were searching. That was from like a game they were working on that failed. They're like, oh, we got this giant rat.
It is Detroit. I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detroit probably has a lot of giant rats.
I'd argue every game they worked on failed on some level.
What about
But yeah,
the retro
I'd get
games that
really
you
drunk
play?
for that.
Are you just sticking with like a certain year, or are you going all over the place?
Anywhere I can find. I mean, a lot of folk did ask, especially when I started, what do you consider retro? And I was like, in my head, it's anything that's kind of discontinued or not current gen. And so for me, it'd be anything from, say, PlayStation 2 back the way. But people have, it depends on your age as well. If you're, say, just 18 or 19 or whatever, you've probably never even experienced the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2, yeah, but PlayStation 1, the 16-bit era might be completely alien to you. So, yeah, it depends on the context. But for me, if it's not current gen, it's not currently being supported, fire in. And I will play anything. I have no shame.
Have you played Double Dragon? Any of...
Hello?
Look, still here, sorry.
Okay. Her question was, have you ever played Double Dragon?
That was my favorite retro game. So
I have. I've got the Master System version. I was a Sega kid growing up, so I've got the Master System. I've got the Mega Drive, or Genesis as it was called overseas. Got the Master System version, played that to death. Actually bought the remake Double Dragon Neon, which I actually really enjoyed. A few folk were kind of down on it, but I really liked it.
So you are the master of bad and retro games. What do you have current gen systems? Do you even bother?
I've got a 360. I've got a PS3. I actually just bought myself a Wii recently just to get into the virtual console stuff as well that I've kind of been neglecting for a while. In terms of the new ones coming out, it's probably sacrilege, but I'm actually considering a Wii U.
Whoa.
Oh, whoa. All right.
I
And,
know.
this was a great interview. Really? What makes you choose to go Wii U
Yeah,
over
the other two.
ones?
Yeah.
I've looked at the launch titles for the kind of other systems that are coming out, and wasn't anything that kind of grabbed me. With nothing that got me really excited. The stuff that looked nice and it looked like it would be fun, but I didn't really see anything that made me think I must have this. And plus, I'm getting old and tired. I can't be bothered with mid-light launches and stuff. If a game comes out, I'll get round to it eventually, and I'll probably get round to it in a couple of months once it's a bit cheaper as well. So I don't get that kind of must-have before everyone else and barrel through it and finish it so I know the story before everyone else does, kind of thing. So, but the Wii U, I just quite like the stuff they announced that's eventually going to come out, because it's got no games at the moment, let's be honest. But
Yeah.
new Mario coming out, new Zelda coming out, that kind of thing. I thought, even if they're not pushing the boat, that's still some of the best kind of franchises, the best series that have ever came out. Mario doesn't really mess up very often, so
True.
the
That's
more than
true.
anything else,
So it's
gonna
the
be
nostalgia is what's bringing you to Nintendo, like the classic Mario type of games and like Donkey
Yeah.
Kong, things like that. That's why you're going that route.
it doesn't hurt. And plus, it's a bit cheaper as well. I'm pretty shallow. I'm pretty cheap. That console's going to be a good £100 or £200 cheaper than the other ones. So
Scott, we thank you so much for your time. For the listeners, Scott accepted this interview yesterday, super late notice, and he is in Scotland, if you can't tell. And he it's 3 a.m. right now where he's at. So this is insane. Thank you so much.
no problem. Thank you very much for having me.
And can you tell everybody where they can watch your vlogs and find you on Twitter?
Yep, my Twitter handle, which I'm going to have to double check because I haven't looked at it for so long. It's like looking at your own phone number. Yep, on Twitter I'm L_Pinata, which I can't remember why I have that. And if you just type Geek and Sundry vlogs into YouTube, you will find the channel. I'm on it. Lots and lots of other very attractive people are on there as well. They only hire good-looking folk, actually. They're kind of like the IT crowd that way.
Yeah. I noticed that. You are a very beautiful man.
Wow.
That's very kind of you to say, sir. Our friend will hunt you down.
So thank you so much for your time, Scott. This is super last minute, and whenever you want to an open forum, consider us an open forum for you to come in here, get drunk, rant, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, and I will hold you to that.
All right, that was Scott Tumilty.
Yeah.
All right, and I almost said right there, as long as you're holding me. Is that wrong?
Did you want to hold him?
No, not particularly.
Sound a little intimate.
Yeah. Oh well.
Something going on.
Moving right along, we have upcoming game releases. So these games are coming out in the next 7 days. The first one is coming out for the PlayStation 3, the PC, and the Xbox 360. It is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3.
Did you have to add an accent to the whole title there, huh?
Well, yes, I did.
People are excited about this one. Big fans of Naruto. I am. I'm not ashamed to admit it.
So,
So
it's
are
a
you-
good fighting game.
It's a fighting game.
Actually,
so,
it is a good fighting game.
so is it like the Dragon Ball Z ones, essentially?
No, not as. I don't know how you would.
You mean is it all laser beams and yelling?
Yeah.
There's a lot of yelling.
There's yelling, but
There's a lot of yelling.
it's not too many.
But that's just
laser
what the
beams.
Japanese do. They yell.
Wow. Losing people. Good thing this is on the underground. We're going to have to cut that crap out next week.
Wow. There's going to be so much more of that.
Space Rangers HD, A War Apart. This is an RPG strategy game coming out on the PC. I thought it was Power Rangers.
Space Ranger? Is it like the poor man's Power Ranger? Is that what it is?
Yeah, basically.
Wow. It says HD on there, so they had to put...
Yeah, it's in high definition. Lego Marvel Superheroes on the DS.
That one should be... Oh, on the DS. I'm sorry. I take it back.
That's coming out before the rest of them on the rest of the systems.
I believe so.
I'm excited.
Oh, no, I lied. It's coming
okay.
out on the PC, the PlayStation 3, and I'm assuming the Xbox.
Yeah, it has. I think it's everything.
October 22nd.
That's going to be a good one.
That is
Yeah.
actually, I'm excited about
Hundreds
that
of characters. Are we going to get that one?
I would if you guys are down.
one. How many player co-op?
I think it's
Ooh,
4.
I don't know. Yeah. We got to do some research on that one. Because if it is 4, there's like hundreds of characters, it looks like.
Do the Lego games like go at you, like the full $64 game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They in the beginning they didn't. Well, not in the beginning,
at
beginning,
the
but
beginning,
like
they were always like the cheaper.
Yeah, they were the
$10
cheaper
less or
ones.
whatever. And then they got popular. Now you just slap Marvel on it, and it's like you can charge like $10 more if they needed to.
Yeah.
and then with
Don't do
the amount of characters that are in this one, and then Stan Lee's in this one, and he's apparently a beast.
Is he really?
Yeah, and then it's supposed to be open world too.
Because you know how they had the I almost said Marvel, Lego City or whatever. Again?
Yeah.
They're doing the exact same thing. It's like open world. You can free roam. I think you can actually like swing as Spider-Man. And stuff
I want to. Yeah, I gotta go check this one out because I want to know if you can play co-op and everybody can just separate, or are we all just stuck into that that co-op bubble?
They fable to us.
Yeah,
It's probably going to be like that. That'd be my guess because you got to think the last Lego games were all linear. If you played co-op, it was you two together, same screen. So I would
that's not
assume-
really even open world anymore. That's kind of just open bubble. I don't know. That's kind of disappointing. I would like it like a Grand Theft Auto style. We all go our own separate ways if we felt like it, and we need to do a mission. We all meet up in Times Square or something and hash it out.
Can we all be the same character?
I don't know
That's a
about
good
that.
question too.
We're all just Hulk.
It's just 4 Hulks running around.
Sonic Lost World on the Nintendo 3DS. Wow, really? Again?
Sonic is gonna be Sonic is the poor man's Mario now.
You know what though? Honestly, like it's been kind of making a comeback.
Are they going back to left to right?
Yeah, like they've been trying to go back to that old school route
would go
and
back to
sticking
that.
with like the classic Mario's. It's still good. So they were going back to that type of form. I know with the last with Generations, I think it was.
Yep.
That was it could go like the side scrolling and it was 3D where you're like going straight and it was like Sonic that way. It was pretty cool.
I can get behind that a little bit more. I don't have a 3DS, so it's all irrelevant. How to Survive on the Xbox 360. It is a third-person action adventure game that equips players to stay alive in a world full of zombies. It's an arcade game.
Really?
Yep.
We've got enough zombie games.
Are you at your zombie limit?
Yeah, right now I am. Until I play Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, well, that one is coming out on October 23rd. Go pick it up. Rocksmith 2014 is coming out for, looks like, all the platforms.
Anybody interested in playing, a guitar? Is that what that is now?
Yeah. But you actually use a real guitar, which is interesting.
When are we going to get, like, Cello Hero or something like that?
Violin Master.
Yeah.
That would be fun, actually.
Probably in Europe, it's probably out.
Yeah.
Quick
Did you guys see
sidebar.
that there was a Christian rock band thing that came out?
Really?
Yeah,
Video
it was
game?
It was called Praise Hero or something.
No.
I
That's,
think I heard of that.
Yeah. My inside man from the Target world said when that one came out, it went straight to the clearance bin.
wow.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's awful.
Just Dance Kids is coming out in 2014.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Get some kids bop going here.
Borderlands 2, TK Baja's Bloody Harvest.
Some DLC.
More DLC for Borderlands 2.
Really? Is that going to be
They
like
had-
Game of the Year edition,
They
though?
had the Game of the Year edition. How?
Oh, that's some sneaky
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
Gearbox.
Gearbox.
Because
So-
apparently it came out on the
Ticks,
8th.
ticks.
I still have to pick that up.
I don't like that. I
It depends. If it's free, then it's okay.
free for how? Like, how would it be free, though?
Like if it's, you know how sometimes they lock them with code, not codes, but they're like on the disc. And
Well, yeah, I know. Oh, you mean on the Game of the Year edition?
Yeah,
Okay.
like if it's something like that, oh, that's okay. It's fine.
I doubt it's going to be like that. Randy Pitchford wants that money.
It's all about that dollar. And
Yeah.
The Sims 3 Into the Future.
I'm guessing that's just Sims in the future.
Yeah, it's a brave new world for those Sims as they go where they've never gone before, into the future and back. So
People must be still into this game heavily. They keep making expansion and add-ons and everything for this. So,
well, my beautiful, amazing wife is very much into The Sims on her tablet. That's all she does.
well, she's probably bored with actual reality and husband.
Whoa. Things just got real. The cans are on. Ouch.
She's like, well, at least I'm happily married on the game.
Oh, man. Wow.
My virtual husband does things you can't.
She starts comparing. My virtual husband's a pilot. He's in the military. He has 4 jobs. What are you doing? Video game recording in your room.
Oh, man. Hey, everybody, take a whiff. You guys smell that?
I'd rather not.
Did you fart or something?
Oh, my wife is making pumpkin bread.
Wow.
Yeah, she said she wanted to make the smell, because we talked about it on the last one. Remember we smelled cake?
Oh, yeah, it was awesome.
And she really felt happy that we acknowledged her on the show.
So she's whipping up a baking frenzy now.
So now she's going to bake every time we record an episode.
We're going to go downstairs. Oh, you guys are here? I didn't mean I was just making cupcakes.
Oh, I didn't see you there. I have all this pumpkin bread.
She's going to be upset that I acknowledged it. Love you, baby. And actually, speaking of I love you, baby, we've come a long way in 16 episodes. Would you say so, Aaron?
I would say so.
So we've only been doing this 16 episodes. We really did everything based off of the help and support of our friends and family. And we just want to take this last couple minutes of the show here to go by name. And so if you really don't care about this, you can turn off the podcast. But it is our time to show love to the people who've helped us get this far before we trailblaze into the world of Nerd Reactor. Aaron, do you have anybody who sticks out?
Sticks out? I don't. Wow.
You have no one to thank?
Yeah. No, I would like to thank everybody that listens. All, personal friends, friends of friends, all my coworkers, anybody that, actually paid attention. Yeah.
So I want to start it with a name real quick, and we can all rap about it. Dominique Downs.
Oh, see, we're going like people we like,
These are people who kind of helped us get to where we are. Dominique was in the room quiet as a mouse. Episode number 2.
2, yeah, it was 2. No, was it 1?
I thought it was 1.
1 or 2. We didn't have enough microphones to even support a third person, and he just showed up.
D Downs.
We didn't invite him.
Yeah, D Downs.
He said, "I'm coming, player."
Supporting the cause.
Knocking on the door.
Okay.
Player.
He was the one who knocked that day.
Yeah.
So thank you, Dominique. He's been on the show twice. David Ing, my brother from another mother.
Our local smart guy.
He's our comic book guru. He's wrote an article on the thing. We really want to thank David Ing. And we're going to have him on the show.
He's our Jewish writer. Is that what's going on?
Wow.
We're going to get him back on the show. Hopefully doing some engineering work for us on the side here.
Jerry Panaricon.
Jerry Panaricon was on an episode. He's helped us out.
Yeah. What is it called? Rising Aries or Blazing Aries?
Blind Aries.
Blind Aries. Oh, I'm sorry. I
thought I said blinding.
Blind Aries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a
Blind
fan of the
Aries.
show, we're a fan of him.
Oh.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Love
What a
you.
jerk. Actually, take it back.
You know who else? I take it back there. Gerald Ocon.
Oh, yes.
Gerald.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You know what? He texts me almost every week saying, "Hey, send me the link to your show," and then he listens to it at work. So
Yeah.
Gerald Ocon, shout out,
We
big man.
gotta do something with him. We gotta get him on one.
Oh yeah,
Gerald's
Oh,
awesome.
yes.
Yeah.
You need to find him.
He has some very strong opinions about a lot of the things we talk about every single time.
He's the guy that we make fun of who's like listening and yelling at us.
Yes, I can probably see
It
him
was
at work.
Sony.
Yeah.
It was Sony.
Yeah.
We got to thank Steven.
Yeah.
Do we have to?
Thank away.
Yeah, I think we
Do we?
have to.
I don't
Thank
know.
you.
I'll accept my placard and my award.
We only wanted him on the show once or twice, but due to popular demand, people just kept demanding we bring Steven back.
And
I
now
wanna
they're
thank the
demanding
fans.
to get rid of him, and we cannot get him out of here.
we literally cannot get him out.
I brought my
he
backpack.
lives here now.
I live here.
And Laura, it was like partially, she was one of the people who wanted to do this thing at the beginning.
Like, well, in the beginning, like, when do you mean the beginning?
Like
2
before we
years
started.
ago?
Yeah, like 2 years ago. She's like,
Like
we should
2
do a
years.
podcast.
I know. It's just like, we should do this. We should do
totally-
something.
We should totally do a
I
podcast.
wasn't. We weren't
Sitting
sure
in our
what.
rooms just playing video games all the time.
Yeah, it was kind of like we should do a show.
You should be productive.
And you know what?
It started with Xbox
It wasn't gonna
Live.
be me originally.
Who was it going to be?
It was gonna be somebody. I'm looking at Aaron.
Well, I have had people say I have that golden
No,
voice. I'm
another
just saying.
girl. I mean,
Oh,
like another
well,
girl.
yeah.
Yeah,
I have no
Blah,
idea
blah,
what
blah,
you guys are
blah,
talking about. I don't like secrets being kept from me because this is my show.
That was another.
Yeah.
That was.
But I was gonna help here and there. I
yeah,
guess
that was
But,
another time.
it was another time.
And,
Yeah.
go back, guys. If you haven't listened to some of the early episodes, I think one of the first 3 or 4 episodes, we decided, hey, Laura should read the news.
Oh, that was a
Well, yeah.
disaster.
That was only because I was trying to get her more.
And she never read the news.
She
I-
never read
the
it
news
again.
right.
I kept getting people telling
I
me
think
saying,
it's
"Hey,
better.
she should talk."
I
So-
bet if we were to do the same thing again, you'd knock it out of the park. You've gotten
No,
a lot better.
yeah, I think it. It's reading. Yeah,
she'll get involved more when we're gonna expand some new ideas.
I'm
and-
finally getting used to just.
Exactly. If you go back
Being
and
on the
listen,
radio
she seemed like
shows.
she was more talkative in this one.
The only thing that sucks about trying to thank people is I know we're going to miss people. So
Oh, of
let's just start
course.
saying it. Noel Beltran, thank you
Yep.
very much.
Mhm.
He was
Our
on the
raging person
show.
to
Our
go
raging
to.
Cajun.
I was gonna say a raging alcoholic.
Our
But,
raging.
Our
I can hear
local
him right now when he's
relations
listening. Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
exactly.
turning bright cherry red
Yep.
on his cheeks.
Who else we got? I got to send a big thank you to Kyle McGuire. He is my rock.
He's your rock.
No, literally, he rocks. He made all of our theme music that you hear on the show. Besides the little Mario songs ending, which is going to be hitting here in a couple of minutes, but he did the theme song. He's always giving us good feedback. Who else?
I'm still waiting for a spot that says "and featuring Laura and Steven." Like what's
Oh,
that?
With the-
Do
what?
yeah.
we got to hit like
About
episode 20?
that.
We'll see when your contract is up.
Wow.
Who else? I gotta thank
Let's see.
my wife is the biggest one. I think I gotta thank. She lets us crash the house every Wednesday, and she cleans the house before everyone gets here. And I'm freaking out trying to do show notes, so I don't get to help her. So she's the unsung hero of the show.
Yeah, to be honest,
I
we kind of
appreciate
like her more than we like you.
That's fine. I do too.
Oh, we got to shout out on Facebook. At least her name is Princess Na. She likes everything that we post up for Video Game Bang. She's one of the original.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably killing her name. Inanna Anna Nakano.
We've had David Webb on an episode. He helped us out with some Mac stuff, and he's constantly retweeting us, helping get our word out there. On that same note, we had Under Inspired Games.
Oh
Those guys.
yeah.
Definitely big shout out to them.
Big shout out to
Check
Under
out their
Inspired.
channel too.
Look at their channel on YouTube.
The never-ending nightmare guy who took the
Gilgenbach, James Hawkins, Jen, the Geek Girl LeBlanc. Big guests helped us out. Even today, Scott Tumilty.
Yeah.
Tumilty.
I gotta just speed through it because I'm gonna butcher that name. Something about the name.
I know we're forgetting somebody. It's like an award show. The red light's coming on.
Want to give it up to Big Daddy Poseidon?
They're saying wrap it up. That's what they're saying.
Everybody who shared.
Everybody who's
Retweeted.
like shared. We got Sharky
Listen.
Hat.
Yeah.
If we forget to mention your name, we apologize.
Oh,
Yeah.
we just didn't care about you.
Mark Griffin.
Mark
Oh,
Griffin.
bam.
God, that
Gryffindor.
almost slipped by.
You know, he's sitting in his room like, they just forgot me. Whatever. I was on the show. You know, I showed him so much
Oh.
love.
He really did.
Yeah, he did.
And I really want to get him back. And there's a lot of people out there that I really want to get on the show, and we will get you on the show. I
We
promise.
see you.
We see you. We see you, baby.
I see you.
Shaking that thing.
Oh God.
And oh man, this is really huge for us. So we're really excited to take these next steps. We're going to try and keep delivering a high quality show every week with bigger guests. We're going to keep going. We're going to go ham.
You really like that saying, don't you?
I love that saying.
It's so old.
Do you
Whoa.
like
so
ham
showing their
and
age.
pineapple pizza?
That is my favorite pizza.
That stuff is disgusting.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
You know, we would not like to thank Aaron because he's a douche.
I got to give my okay, we're really running out of time. But Aaron Carter, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody.
He's such an asset to this team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we can do it without him.
Give yourself some credit, Corey.
Yeah, let's thank
Thank
The
Corey.
mastermind around here.
he's provided the studio, the equipment, the What's Up
The push.
pizzas.
Oh, wow.
The push.
Thank you, guys.
The
Sean Bazo.
connections.
Gotta
Yeah,
throw his name in there.
exactly.
Sean Bazo, you forgot? Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. Next week, catch us on nerdreactor.com. We will see you on the internet.